Our universe as we know it today was born about 13 billion years ago. The primordial light began to shoot through the cosmos and spread throughout the early universe shortly after that. The universe itself was expanding at the same time. Physicists have been studying the nature of the universe for a long time. On the other hand, some take a step further into the unknown and presumably unknowable by pondering what lies beyond the bounds of our universe. Is it possible that something other than existence exists? Here are 5 possibilities for what that something could be. Welcome to Cosmos Observer, where nothing goes unobserved in the universe. What is the observable universe? Let's start with a definition of the observable universe, then we can ponder what lies beyond. All of the space we can observe and measure based on the light that reaches us is included in the observable universe. The age of our universe is estimated to be 13.772 billion years. This means that everything farther away than light has not had enough time to reach us since the beginning of our universe and hence remains unobservable. It is pitch black. The issue here is that this is not a technical limitation. It's not that our technology is not advanced enough to see behind that mysterious veil. It's just a limitation imposed by the speed of light. You cannot read a letter that has not arrived yet. Furthermore, the universe is expanding at a faster rate, implying that the enigmatic border is moving further away from us. Even if a radio signal from Earth traveled towards the edge for an infinite amount of time, it would never be able to reach the edge. What is the universe expanding into if it's always expanding? What would you see if you flew to the very edge of the universe? 1. Empty void. According to one theory, our universe's great beyond could simply be an infinite, empty void of nothingness. As I stated in my article on death, I dislike the concept of nothingness, because nothingness is a concept that we're unable to comprehend. It's important to note that a vast black space is not nothingness, but rather a vast empty space and thus something. We cannot comprehend a true nothing because it's not visible and cannot be described. It's the void of all things. Is it even possible for an infinite space to exist? Everything in existence, as far as we know, is finite. Even things that appear to be infinite now are only close to being infinite. They're never truly infinite. 2. We are inside a black hole. Another fascinating phenomenon could be a possible solution to our own universe. Black holes are stellar objects formed when dying stars collapse under their own mass, resulting in an incredibly dense singularity. Nothing can escape the gravitational pull of black holes past what is known as the event horizon because space-time itself is bent to such extremes. There's no light at all. Much like the border of our own universe, what lies beyond a black hole's event horizon is a mystery. What if our universe is contained within a black hole? The reason being it appears to be expanding, pushing its edge further and further away from our reach with each passing second to the point where even light cannot reach it. Is it possible that the same force prevents light from escaping a black hole? On the inside of a black hole, what we see as gravitational pull from the outside is an ever-increasing spacetime, pushing the border further away from everything. Our universe expands in the same way. According to black hole theories, the event horizon is a point where space-time bends faster than light. This is the reason why light cannot escape. It's not fast enough to get to the cliff's edge. In our own universe, the same thing happens. The expansion of the universe as a whole, known as space-time, is much faster than the speed of light. So are we sucked into a massive black hole? It is also possible that every black hole in our own universe contains other universes. Each of these phenomena could have a very similar universe to our own, and there could be a much larger universe outside of our own. We're simply trapped inside it in a black hole. Another intriguing theory has been proposed by theoretical physicist Nikodem Poplawski. Our universe evolved from a small part of a much larger universe that was sucked into a black hole and compressed to an unfathomable density. After being affected by gravitational spin, this core fragment exploded violently, forming our current universe. This core could be the origin of the Big Bang. 3. Just more of the same universe. Another theory proposes that there is much more universe in the unobservable part of our universe. There is nothing else. In an infinitely expanding space, there are more stars, galaxies, and clusters. This would also align with another hypothesis known as multiverse theory. If space truly expands infinity, then our universe, our own planet Earth, must have infinite repetitions. There must be an infinite number of Earths somewhere within this single endless universe. After all, even if the limit is incomprehensibly high, there's a limit to how much you can create with atoms. But what is our universe expanding into if it's constantly expanding? Our universe expands on its surface if it has the shape of a blown-up balloon. But what is that room around the balloon? What lies outside the loop if our universe is a closed loop? Isn't there something out there? Something beyond our dimension? Possibly another dimension? 4. Dark flow. According to common cosmological models, the spread of galaxy clusters in our universe due to expansion and inflation should be random. However, Alexander Kashlinsky, a NASA Goddard Space Flight Center astronomer and cosmologist, claims to have discovered a pattern indicating that some parts of the universe are being pulled more strongly than others. This attraction must be the result of a powerful force originating outside of our observable universe. This unobservable outside force was originally thought to be a black hole as well. However, if it were a black hole, the cluster's speed would increase exponentially as they got closer to the black hole. Their speed, on the other hand, has remained relatively constant, indicating that a black hole is unlikely to be the source of this gravitational pull. Dr. Richard Holman, another scientist, believes that this outside force could be exerted by a universe beyond our own. These claims are still being debated, but they do offer an intriguing theory about something powerful lurking outside our universe, influencing its expansion. And Dr. Holman's perspective on this leads to another popular theory. 5. Our universe is part of a multiverse. I realize this is one of the most controversial statements ever made, but please bear with me for a moment before you go off on a rant in the comment section. According to multiverse theory, our universe, with its hundreds of billions of galaxies and nearly innumerable stars spanning tens of billions of light years, is not the only one. Instead, there could be a parallel universe to ours that is vastly different from ours. It is possible that our universe is just one part of a much larger collection of universes known as a multiverse. The existence of life, particularly intelligent life, capable of making cosmological observations, is the most compelling evidence for the multiverse. The longevity of stars, the abundance of carbon, the availability of light for photosynthesis, and the stability of complex nuclei all appear to be unique and vital for supporting life in our universe. However, if you are given a random universe, none of these characteristics are likely to be present. One explanation for why all of these characteristics are favorable in our universe is that other universes exist as well, but we observe this one because it can support complex life. To put it another way, so many things had to fall into place perfectly in our universe for life to exist. And if there was only one universe, life would be unlikely to exist in it. However, there are enough chances for life to appear in at least one universe in a multiverse. However, because this theory is not particularly compelling, most scientists are skeptical of the multiverse theory. We will almost certainly never be able to reach or see the border because the universe expands faster than light can travel. Even after humanity has perished, what lies beyond may remain a mystery. While the current expansion and passage of time reveal new galaxies and stars whose light is just beginning to reach us, these newly discovered stars and galaxies will dim as light travels longer due to redshift. The most distant stars and galaxies will simply fade away. We will probably never know whether the answer is a multiverse, a great nothing, or another galaxy outside of a black hole. What we have now are only speculations and theories about what lies beyond.